Finding blueprint measurements. Engineers, machinists, and other skilled workers must often find measurements on drawings called blueprints. Examine each blueprint to find the missing length x. Question number 1. Here we have an irregular polygon. It is made up of 2 rectangles. Now we have to figure out what x is worth. We know that this portion is 2 71/100 centimeters, and this side is 3 94/100 centimeters. If we move them over, they both are the length when we add them together as x. So we have 2.71 plus 3.94. 4 plus 1 is 5. 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry the 1. Bring down the decimal point. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So our answer is 6 65/100 of a centimeter. Question number 2. We're looking for the value of x, and x is right here. So let's take a look at the measurements that we do know. We know that this side is 1 93/100 of a centimeter. This side is 1 900 of a centimeter. If we move them over, this portion right here would be x. So we need to figure out what this portion would be worth. We know that the entire line is worth 3 68/100 of a centimeter. So first I'm going to add the pink line and the green line together. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry the 1. Bring down the decimal point. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So the pink line and the green line are worth 3 200. The entire line is 3.68. So I'm now going to find the difference, and that will tell me what x is worth. 8 take away 2 is 6. 6 take away nothing is 6. And then 3 take away 3 is 0. So the difference is 66/100 of a centimeter. Question 3. Find the value of x. X is right here. Our top side is 23.7 meters. And the bottom of our shape, our compound figure, is 31.9 meters. So if I go from this corner all the way over to this corner, it's going to be 31.9 meters. I'm going to bring down the 23.7 meters. This means that this portion of my shape is going to be worth x. And x plus 23.7 meters equals 31.9 meters. So to find out what x is, I have to take 31.9 and subtract 23.7. 9 take away 7 is 2. I bring down my decimal point. I have to borrow. 3 becomes a 2, and 1 becomes 11. 11 take away 3 is 8, and 2 take away 2 is 0. So my answer is 8 2/10 of a meter. Question number 4. In this shape, we're looking for the value of x, which is right here. And it's this side right here. Now from the top of the shape all the way down to the bottom of the shape, it's 4.09 centimeters. Now on the right, I can see that this side is 0.84 centimeters, and this side is 2.11 centimeters, and it looks like the M got erased here. All right, let's slide those two lines over. Okay, so now we're actually looking for this missing chunk right here. That's going to be our X. All right, so what do we have to do? We have to add the pink line and the green line together. 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 1 is 9. 0 plus 2 is 2. And our unit is centimeters. But we're not done, because I know that the pink line plus X plus the green line equals 4 9/900ths of a centimeter. So now I need to take this value, 4.09, take away 2.95. So 9 subtract 5 is 4. I have to borrow. 10 subtract 9 is 1. 3 subtract 2 is 1. So my answer is that X equals 1 14/100ths of a centimeter. Question number 5. Here we have a circle, and in our circle we have a line that goes from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. This line is called a radius. So if you have a line that goes from the center of the circle to the edge, that's called a radius. If you have a line that goes from one edge through the center to the other side, that is called a diameter. So they're the two different types of, well, there are two different types of lines that you could have. All right. Let me just erase here and get back to my pen. All right, so here the orange line is a radius. It's 6.39 centimeters. I can rotate it a little bit, which will help us solve our problem. Now, this line right here, it's still 6.39 centimeters, and I can draw a mirror image of it on the other side, and that will also be 6.39 centimeters. And if I bring them both down, as you can see, when I add both of them together, I get X. So 6.39 plus 6.39 will give us the value of X. You could do 6.39 times 2, but in this lesson we are adding decimals and subtracting decimals, so we're just going to add. 18 is 9 plus 9 is 18. 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. 6 plus 6 is 12. So X equals 12 78/100ths of a centimeter. Question number 6. Find the value of X. Here we have X. And now we are going to figure out how long X is based on our other measurements. I know from the top of the shape to the bottom of the shape, it is 3.14 centimeters. This portion of our shape is 785 thousandths of a centimeter, and this portion of our shape is 785 thousandths of a centimeter. So we're going to move those over, and now we have to figure out what this missing portion is. Let's first add the green lines together. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 8 plus 8 plus 1 is 17, carry the 1. 7 plus 7 plus 1 is 15, carry the 1. Bring down the decimal point. 1 plus 0 is 1. Now I can rewrite this number because I don't need this last 0. I can write it as 1.57 and it will be the same value. Okay, I know the whole line is 3.14. So now I'm going to write 1.57 and find the difference. I have to borrow. 14 take away 7 is 7. Borrow again. 10 take away 5 is 5. 2 take away 1 is 1. So x is going to equal 1 and 57 hundredths of a centimeter. Question number 7. Find the value of x. Here is x. If we go from point A to point C, it is 126.5 kilometers. Some people say kilometers, some people say kilometers. All right, so from point B to point C, it is 53.8 kilometers. So I'm going to bring that down, and I know that x plus 53.8 is going to give me 126.5. So all I have to do is find the difference. So I have to subtract. I can't have 5 and take away 8, so I have to borrow. This becomes a 5. This becomes 15. 15 take away 8 is 7. 5 take away 3 is 2. I can't have 2 and take away 5, so I have to borrow. 12 take away 5 is 7. So my answer is 72.7 kilometers. And that's what x equals. Question number 8. Find the value of x. So here's x. And x is actually the entire chord here. So it's from, or the entire shape. So it's from one end to the other end. Here we have half a circle. This is actually a radius because it's half of the circle. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. So this purple line is 12.3 millimeters. The top of this shape is 22.5 millimeters. I'm going to bring that down. And here we would have 22.5 millimeters plus 12.3 millimeters. So this is actually going to be a tiny shape. And if we add those together, we're going to get x. So this is just going to be an addition problem. 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 2 plus 1 is 3. And if you add that together, that's 34.8 millimeters. Question number 9. And it looks like my 9 got cut off. All right, so we have a circle within a circle. And you see shapes like this look complicated, but as you can tell as you've been working through these problems, they're not as complicated as you might think. All right, so I know that from one edge of the large circle to the other edge of the large circle, it's 3.2 centimeters. Now on the inside here, it's 0.4. And I'm going to bring that down. And the inside part right here is going to be my x. So let's add the pink lines together. 0.4 plus 0.4 is going to be 0.8. And we have to take that away from 3.2. So I'm going to take 0.8 away from 3.2. I have to borrow. 12 take away 8 is 4. 2 take away 0 is 2. So my answer is that x equals 2.4 centimeters. Question number 10. Now look, this is a complicated figure, but it actually includes way more information than what we need to know. We want to find the value of x, and And that would be from one edge of the circle to the other. Well, we know that the radius goes from the center of the circle to the edge, and we can rotate that. So I am going to rotate it. And that's 1. Now the box is 1 centimeter. The green line is I'm going to draw an arrow, is 1.4 centimeters is the green line. So if I flip that over here, this is 1.4 centimeters. This line is too. So if I add those together, I'm going to get x. 1.4 plus 1.4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Bring down the decimal point. 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer is 2.8 centimeters. And there you have it. Good job.